Well, it's Friday morning, the 21st of March, and I had to check the calendar because I wasn't too sure if it was March or if it was the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, because a long queue of very prominent business identities and people at the top end of town have joined this growing chorus for Barry O'Farrell to come up with a new political appointment. Everyone, it seems, wants a minister for Sydney, very similar to what they have over there in London, where they have a Lord Mayor of London, and then they also have a Minister for London who reports into the Prime Minister. Well, they're very keen. There's a big push underway for this, and you've got to scratch your head and go, well, what's the real reason behind it? Apart from, say, creating a new ministry, you'd have ministry staff, a whole department, lots more bureaucrats, quite a bit more red tape and a lot more paperwork, I would have thought. The argument for a Minister for Sydney is that it will help quicken the process, get rid of all the chaos around planning decisions and strategic decisions around the future of Sydney. But is it possible that it's also a move by the O'Farrell government to get back at their arch-enemy, Clover Moore? There's no disguising the fact that there's little love lost between Clover and the Sydney City Council and that top end of town. Big business wants to see the rules relaxed. They believe they're trying to do battle every day with a council that's green and left. And in fact, privately, when you ever talk to a few business leaders around Sydney, they'll tell you they see the Sydney City Council as part of that lunatic left-wing fringe. Well, is that possibly why we're now seeing a lot of calls for a Minister for Sydney? Because what we don't need right now is another bureaucracy.